All right, this is our Hazel D deck run, and it is continuing to be the thorniest thorn in my side. And yet again, no double elite path. Dang. Doesn't feel good. We also don't have any, like, late options for shops, so I feel like I should go to one of these shops early. We should spend our shard. Two fortify is, I think, is better here. Now, we are not casting a lot of spells, so these guys are going to be a little annoying. I guess it's not that bad, but... And right now, one thing I can say about our current hero that is a rare observation is that at least we're not weaker. What do I want to do here? At least we're not weaker on subsequent turns. The Aether Die would have been a bit of starting help. Yeah, I mean, I thought about that, but it felt a little hard to make work, and I feel like we just needed another die. Like, I don't think there was any substitute for that. He's hitting 3x2. I think we can afford to do that. Better to set up the kills here. We're generating a ton a week, as a side note. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mint three sixes, two of which I'm gonna round back down into fives. One of which is gonna be a Gaia's Wrath. All right. Natural hardiness, I think, is literally... It would have been a great mute target, which should count for something. Okay. We at least have... We have a deck. Morphosis. Delete other spell. Gain 1 power charge for each charge removed. Morphosis feels like it has some interesting things. We are power scaling a little bit. So Wild Strikes could... I think we grab Wild Strikes as a just in case me. Okay, so someone was telling me that Lath spell is like the bee's knees. Add X charges to a spell, then remove Lath spell. Interesting. Target loses 20 HP. Is this a 20-point nuke? This is such a long cooldown, though. Oh, it's gonna Illustrious. Let's be honest. We've made it to the end of this act and then lost. On enemy death, roll a dice. Turn 1, gain barrier. Triple the chance of gaining rare spells. I'm gonna grab this one. And this one. I'm going to sell these two. Spirit Arrows is interesting. With a power build, Spirit Arrows can stack up pretty strong. Yeah, we gotta grab Spirit Arrow, just in case. I don't think we take it yet because we're not scaling enough, but it may be better late game. Oh, okay, this is gonna be bad. Maybe it'll be okay. I also do Barrier and Fortify play together appropriately, the way that we would want them to. Like, am I getting 5 block from this? We should pay attention to that. I think this guy is the first guy to start with. I do really want to know if this can be fatal. I'm presuming it cannot. That's my current thinking. Okay. Seems cool. So we have 5 worth. So I think we can't scale up right now. So I think we're just gonna do that. Yeah, I think Soul Grasp is pretty okay. Three, 4, 6. Yeah, we don't have a great way to. Great way to handle that, and then. Okay. We have something going here. I need 1 point of damage here to secure the kill. I don't think I have a way to do that. The problem is that is going to move the eye to this guy. So they're going to do more now. But doesn't look like it's too bad. I do think that killing the front melee guy is always the right play in this fight. I'm not sure a reason you wouldn't want to. Ooh, the sapling with infused scales is nasty. Now that I understand how it works, you can kind of use that for a long time. Oh my gosh, this... Oh, I forgot to block. Disaster. Gain 2 block. Increase by 1 for each spell. Primal Craze. Convert block into power. We know Primal Craze is interesting. But I don't think... There must be a way to get rid of Drain, is my guess. Increase by 1 for each spell cast since last use. I don't think Aspect of Earth is it. Release. Gain 1 blessing. Roll a dice for each blessing. Interesting. It's kind of a curious one. I'm going to take Transfigure for now, but I'm not sure. Cast 14 spells, gain 1 blessing. Feels pretty... That's a lot of spells for us. Then... Pathing... doesn't matter here. I don't think we need to go to the Sanctuary. We're going to go to the Sanctuary regardless. So this path gets us 2 events. Maybe we pick up like an interesting something. Every 3rd turn. That would have been nice, but we're too broke. And then we can turn this into a 3. And hope that we get that guy. Nice. All right. I forgot Spirit Arrows was random enemies, but still good. Soul Grasp is pretty interesting. What's not interesting is that. That was annoying. Let's see. I think our defense is coming from here, so I just have to kind of accept that. It's not terrible, but... What are we doing here? We're doing... 12 and weak? That feels pretty good. Okay. We have what they call in the business a run going here. Forgot to block. I'm going to get chipped down by forgetting to block before I kill. I think Spirit of the Forest is really interesting here. Okay, disenchant and gain wild strikes. Oh, Thorn Pendant. Oh, disenchant Wild Strikes. Yeah, that's not the end of the world. Staff of Lightning. We'd have to get rid of Natural Hardiness, which would give us back our Shard. On a 6, deal 3 damage to all. Or get rid of Spirit of the Fortress. And gain Blessing on those turns. Wild Strikes is the most disposable here. I don't care much for the Thorn Pendant, though. And Wild Strikes eventually might become one of our better options. Spirit Arrows I think is strictly better than Wild Strikes. So let's do Thorn Pendant. I don't think the thorns are going to make a big difference, but okay, so I'm going to Gaia's Wrath. Then Savagery to reduce the incoming damage. Okay, good start. Okay, right off the bat, feeling decent about the choices that were made. Let's see. Goodbye. Oh my gosh. Soul Grasp plus Dreadstone is just going to ruin me. Do not doubt it for a second. I think we do this to make a 6 regardless. And then I'll just make my sapling better. Which I should be doing. Earthsong and saplings work out pretty well together. All right. It seems very good, yeah. For taking out like little things that are about to deal damage, and on anything, generally speaking, Doppel, I think anything that is on a 2-turn cooldown is by far the best. Because this game isn't about stalling, and so the long ones I don't think are particularly great. Deplete a spell, deal 3 damage to the front enemy hit for each charge removed. We're all really low charges here. Emanate is interesting, but we'd have to find something to pair with it. I'll grab it, but I don't know. I think Transfigure is the better one to hang on. We're never gonna... What does our deck need? Our deck needs more flexible damage, so I'm gonna let Well, but we're probably gonna play Spirit of the Forest anyways. Get rid of that. It's also not a spell, so it ignores everything an enemy might have. Yeah, and it goes around armor, I presume, too, right? Oh, this is some rolls. Do we think we can get through this one without? This we lose a dice to this, but I think we do it anyways. So we're not going to get any power scaling right now, I don't think. Feels bad not getting the initial scale going there. But that curse does really make things a little worse. Potentially questionable making the decision to go that way, but okay, so it does affect darkness. I was wondering about that. Use our sapling right now. I think getting the scaling going is a good idea. Let's see if they're still attacking after the reboot. They're not. So I think we just chill. 12 week is something. That's for sure. Let's see. We need to find a way to hit this guy so that he doesn't reset is my thinking. Does this? That doesn't do 12 damage. Because it is 8 minus 12. Oh, we're not even anywhere close, are we? Yeah, that guy's just scaling up. It just is the way that it is, and I should not have gotten rid of 6s because this would have been a good turn for scaling. Should have scaled. I don't know that I love both of them hitting like this, but we can pop this if we need to at the end of the round. There might have been better turns for us to use that. I want an odd number here. Okay, so we put those out there. Again, I forsook stalling. It's probably not my best decision. Okay, that worked out awfully nicely. I guess we saved this then. Yep. And once again, wish that I had saved Gaia's Wrath. So we have a pretty good turn for... What do we have a good turn for? I kind of feel like I should just take this one. Yeah, I think I just take this one. That couldn't have pushed him over, which I think is what we were looking for. And I'm saving this Soul Grasp for next turn, because we're going to be weak, and so we're not going to be able to push anybody over. so we can't do damage basically no matter what we do. So it's going to be scaling for us. Should have used these first. That was not my finest work. Okay. This seems like an okay place to be. I think I am going to take a mark here to get some better dice available. Gonna hit you with that, and then I really don't like the idea of taking more. Let's see if this pushes you over. Hit the front, please. Okay. Slightly better. Not as better as I was hoping for, but because I don't want to take another turn of marked here, if I can avoid it. Which is a little difficult. I'm playing real fast and loose with the amount of mark that I've taken. The greed is in my eyes at the moment. We don't need the natural hardiness. We could go for the kill on the back one. That gets us a stun. I think it's probably worth it. All right. Did not happen, but we're already marked into oblivion, so it doesn't really matter. And I think well, we took damage to our artifact, but we got the W. We always like hex robes. This deck we might not like hex rolls. +1 dice each turn. Rolled 6s lose value. We like 6s now. We don't want to mess with that. Ley line. All enemies gain 1 power. That's fine.